Hey everybody. Today I want to talk about something that I've been doing recently, over the past couple of weeks. Something that for a while I didn't think was too important, but now that I'm actually doing it, I realize that, this could be one of the most important things for improving long term when it comes to trading. And basically, what that is journaling. Journaling your trades, writing down every single trade you take, why you took the trade, what were the confirmations you saw, what was the level, what was the risk that you were taking, and, things like that. For a long time, I didn't journal. And just in the first few weeks of doing this, writing down all my trades, I, have noticed a great benefit from doing this because for a long time it was hard for me to reflect on my past trades. And the trades I was able to reflect on were pretty much the trades I made videos on. I couldn't, really get all of my trading data. I couldn't reflect on the entirety of my trades. I really could only reflect on the ones I decided to make videos on. And so now that I have been writing down every single trade I take and my reasoning behind the trades, it makes it a lot easier to go back and reflect on, the strategies I used for the trade and sort of figure out how I can adjust my strategies, what part of my strategies I need to adjust, and things like that. So, pretty much, I'm just going to be showing you an example of how I would journal a trade, the type of information that I write down. And I actually did just take a long trade right here. And so I'll, go ahead and write that down as if I was journaling it. Now, I like to write down my trades in a notebook, on paper. I just like writing things down, but you can also just do it in a Google Docs page or, whatever you want to do. But the first thing I would do is I would write down the date because if you can't, figure out when you took the trade, it's going to be a lot harder to go back and reflect on it, go back in the charts and see what you were seeing. For this long down here, I believe my entry was somewhere around here at like 16,883. We'll say that. And I'll say long for that. And then I will write down my reasoning for taking this trade. So let me adjust this fixed range because that was part of this trade. So this right here was a CDW of these lows past the value area low into a naked daily point of control. We also had a daily level right here. And so basically I will write down that as my reasoning for the trade. So there we go, CDW into value area low, daily and naked daily point of control. And now I will write down the confirmations that I saw. So first off, the main reason I was interested in taking this trade is because I saw the bullish divs forming here on the 12-minute. We also saw some bullish divs on the 6-minute. Wasn't as clear. There was definitely the possibility for this wave to come down lower because you have to remember I was looking at this in real time. But basically, we saw the bullish divs forming on the 12-minute. And also, most importantly for the CDW, we saw the sharp reaction. We saw price immediately pull back up above this wick right here. So we saw the reaction. We saw the 12-minute bull divs potentially forming. And then when I went over to Coinalyze.net, took a look at the CVD and open interest, you can see right here, we did see a very large decrease in open interest as we came down for those lows. Lots of longs getting stopped out or liquidated there, and that is typically a sign that a move may be unsustainable, that this move down may be unsustainable. And so that was a little bit more confluence into that. And then if I go down to the low time frames here, we also saw some slight bullish CVD divergence here, some potential absorption of short orders. You can see as price was making this higher low here, the CVD continued to trend downwards, and we saw a slight increase of open interest right here, showing that people were trying to short right here, and potentially those shorts were being absorbed by a larger long order. And so now I will go back over here and write down my confirmations. So we'll write down potential 12-minute bull divs because at the time they weren't confirmed, decrease in open interest, and then slight absorption. Those right there were basically my confirmations to enter this trade. If I had seen some maybe more confident signals on some of the lower time frames, I would have written those down too, but we really didn't see anything. We didn't see any, local bull divs on any of the low time frames except for maybe the 6-minute. But basically what I'm trying to do is just make it easier for my future self to look at this and figure out what my rationale was for taking this trade. How did I find the level? What were the confirmations that I saw to make me take the trade? And even what was my risk? I may put in my risk. Let's say, hypothetically, I'm risking $1 on the trade. So I'll write $1 risk. Also, if I'm going to be managing this trade, I like to, write down whatever I'm doing to manage it. So let's say I hit TP1 and I lock in, I don't know, in this case, let's say 50 cents. So I'll say 50 cents locked in, stop loss to entry. Now I have the trade locked in with 50 cents profit, minus the market fees if I get stopped out. But I like to write down things like that. And then maybe let's say if I add to the position, let's say we come back to a golden pocket or something like that, and we see some more confirmations like some more absorption or something like that, then I'll write down added to long at GP with absorption. And, just make it easier for yourself in the future to go back and reflect on the trades that you took, and most importantly, what were the results of the trade. So let's say all in all, I added to this trade at a golden pocket, hit another take profit, then got stopped out. Okay, hypothetical situation right here. Let's say then I write down stopped out at entry with, let's say, 120 profit. And I know this may seem like a lot of work for, virtually nothing, but, once you start journaling your trades, once you've taken, 20 trades or so that you've journaled, that you have all the information of the strategies you used, the confirmations that you saw, and how you managed it, then you can go back, reflect on all those trades, reflect on the results of all those trades, and sort of figure out what you need to adjust. And the way I kind of like to reflect on these is once I have enough data points, once I have, I don't know, maybe like 20, 30 trades in the books, go through, figure out what your win-loss percentage is. How many of them did you exit with a profit? How many did you exit with a loss? How many did you break even on? See if there's any links between specific strategies and maybe taking more losses. Maybe you need to adjust that strategy. Maybe you need to abandon it entirely. See what are the links between your winning trades. Figure out what you need to do more. And like I said, I've only been doing this for a few weeks now, but just in that amount of time with the trades that I do have in the books, I have been able to do some reflecting and make some adjustments based on that. So I do believe that this is very important. I think that if you want to be successful in this, then being able to reflect on the trades that you take is very important. And I believe I'm going to be journaling all of my trades from here on out because I have noticed some benefits from it. So that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about in terms of journaling. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. Really appreciate the support. And I'll see you in my next video. Peace.